All right, welcome everybody to another edition of the Florida Physique Report. I am your host, John Hansen, and we are up to episode number 70. Can you believe it? 70 episodes of the Florida Physique Report. We'll be at 100 pretty soon. Today is Thursday, August 25th, and on today's show we have a guest. So we're going to be talking to Cassandra Carpenter, who is a top figure pro, and she will be competing in the Olympia. Cassandra is sponsored by Divine Nutrition, which is one of our sponsors here at FloridaPhysique.com. So we wanted to talk to Cassandra about her preparations for the Olympia. Of course, it's only coming up, I think, in about 3 more weeks out in Las Vegas. So a very, very big event for anybody who is competing in that contest. So we're going to talk to Cassandra in a little bit. This weekend, before we go over the results of the Florida State, which we're going to go over in a second, it was a very, very big show. This weekend, I want to mention the shows coming up. We have 3 contests coming up this weekend in the Florida area. First of all, out in Fort Walton Beach at the Panhandle, Russ Messi is promoting the Max Fit Classic. So that'll take place, of course, on August 27th. So go to maxfitclassic.com for more information on that, to check that show out if you're in the area. There's also the Treasure Coast Championships taking place in Port St. Lucie, and Frank Nappy is the promoter there. So we will have the results and the pictures from that show next week. So be sure to check Florida Physique Report and FloridaPhysique.com for all the results from the Treasure Coast Championships. And then also they're going to have the IFBB Naples Pro and the NPC Greater Naples Classic taking place in Naples, Florida at the Naples Ritz-Carlton. So that's a very big event. And GoldenLionProductions.com is where you can find out more information on that. And we will also have the results from that contest next week on FloridaPhysique.com. So 3 big shows going on this weekend in the Florida area. All right, let's go over the results of the Florida State contest. This was a really big contest. And according to all the judges that I talked to at the show, they said the quality at this year's show was much, much improved over the last few years. So good job to Deke Warner for putting on another great event. According to my numbers, with the crossovers, they had 234 total competitors. So it was really a huge show. And it wasn't just the numbers, it was the quality was really, really great. All right, let's start off with the results from the Masters Men's Bodybuilding. In the Florida State, they go all the way up to the over 70, and they had one over 70 competitor, Dan Acosta. Dan is the husband of former female bodybuilder, female pro bodybuilder, Georgia Miller Fudge, who was one of the very first female bodybuilders in the 1980s. She was in the very first Miss Olympia back in 1980. And Dan is still competing. He looks amazingly young for over 70 years old. You would never think this guy is close to that age. So congratulations to him. The over 60 winner was appropriately named Rock Young. Rock is a rock. This guy is always at the Florida State show every year. He is over 60 years old, in an unbelievable condition, rock hard condition all year. In fact, Deke Warner gave him a special award this year, an inspirational award, and he said Rock looks like this all the time. He never gets out of shape. This guy's got a great back development, super wide lats, but just in rock hard condition all the time. So an amazing testament to the powers of bodybuilding and how you can stay young. So congratulations to Rock Young for winning another over 60 title. The over 50 winner was Gary Hughes Sr. Gary is a frequent competitor in the Florida scene. Always looks great. He's always ripped. Another guy that doesn't look close to his age. The over 40 class, they had two divisions. They had lightweight and lightweight and heavyweight. Majios was the winner in the lightweight class, and Michael Elgaway was the winner in the heavyweight class. And Michael looked really incredible. Real thick bodybuilder, sort of like a Franco Colombo type. Really good poser, too, I have to mention. Michael was an amazing poser, very smooth, and did a lot of lunging poses and kneeling poses. He looked fantastic. So Michael wins the heavyweight, and then Michael won the over 40 overall. And then in the over 35, another extremely impressive bodybuilder, Joel Argon. And I've seen Joel compete before. He's not a huge guy, but real good quality to his physique and rock hard. I've never seen Joel in this great a shape. He was in amazing condition. So Joel wins the over 35, and then in the Masters Bodybuilding overall, Joel Argon was the winner, and deservedly so. He was one of the best physiques on stage that whole evening. Really great physique. Teen bodybuilding, only one teen bodybuilder. The appropriately named is Samson Smith. You got to be a bodybuilder if your name is Samson Smith. So Samson wins the teenage bodybuilding title. Hopefully he'll be back. Eric Bennett was the winner in the novice bodybuilding, and Eric's another guy, great potential. You can see just really raw potential on this guy. Great, not a great poser, but he just flowed into his poses, wide shoulders, good legs, good arms. This guy's got a real good future if he keeps going with it. Then moving into the figure division, the Masters figure over 50, Liz Stanton. And Liz looked unbelievable for over 50. Are you kidding me? She looked amazing. Over 40 winner was Ali Petrovich, and I've seen Ali compete before. She's a really good figure competitor. And then Erica Kajigas was the winner in the over 30, and Erica also had a really impressive physique. And Erica Kajigas wins the overall Masters figure. And the novice figure, that went to Yulisa Aquino, who I've seen compete for the last several years. Yulisa's got a lot of potential. Once she comes in good condition, I think she can go really far. The women's physique division in the Masters, Jocelyn Pichardo was the winner there. I think Jocelyn was also the winner in that division at the Mid-Florida a couple months ago. And the men's physique Masters, the over 50 went to Frank Nadati, who was really in good condition. And then the over 40 winner was Everett Davis, and Everett looked really amazing. He beat out 9 other competitors in that class, and then Everett Davis was the winner, overall winner in the Masters men's physique. The novice men's physique went to Joey Arena, and Joey beat out 14 competitors in that class. The Masters Bikini and the over 40, that went to Yahara Diaz. She looked really good. And Crystal Thomas, who was the overall winner at the Mid-Florida a couple months ago. Crystal wins the over 30, and then Crystal Thomas wins the overall Masters Bikini, beating out 15 competitors just in her class alone. So congratulations to Crystal. Moving into the novice bikini, Sarah Demarco was the winner over 15 competitors. And then they had a guest poser. Ryan Paderaki was guest posing. Ryan just competed 2 weeks ago at the Tampa Pro. He was in really outstanding condition, rock hard condition, real grainy condition. And I think he got 7th place in that contest. Stayed on his diet for the last 2 weeks and came in, did a guest posing, and he was in amazing condition. So great job for Ryan Paderaki. After the intermission, they went into all the open categories. The figure open, Brittany Barnes was the winner in Class A, and with Ali Petrovich was in 2nd place in that class. Erica Kajigas, the Masters winner, she was the winner in Class B. And Devin Manny, who is coming back strong. She was just at the Tampa Pro Show, the Tim Gardner Extravaganza, where she won her class at the figure, and she won the overall women's physique. And Devin wins the figure open Class C and the overall. So she is back. She is on a roll, and I think she's going to the North America next weekend out in Pittsburgh. So congratulations to Devin Manny. Devin's got a lot of potential, so we hope she gets her pro card this year. And the women's physique open, Amanda Kahneman was the winner there. And then moving into the new classic physique, a lot of great competitors at this show. Omar Moore was the winner in Class A. Omar had a really good physique, real ripped. Alex Tolstoff was the winner in Class B. That was a very competitive class. Chris Hayes was in 2nd place. Chris is trained by AJ Sims and Sims Solutions. Chris was in outstanding condition. He got 2nd place. And then moving on to Class C, Wayne Freeman, who's the winner in Class C. And then Wayne wins the overall classic physique division. Like I said, I think this was his very first contest. So a lot of potential in this young man. And moving into the men's physique open, a lot of competitors in this contest. Class A went to William Gill, who was shredded. This guy had amazing condition, rock hard abs. He was walking around backstage with just his board shorts on from the very start of the prejudging, and he was just in amazing condition. So congratulations to him. Sebastian Ova Gan, another great physique. Sebastian almost looked like a bodybuilder when they did the overall Masters physique comparisons, and they let the guys walk around the stage. He was hitting a lot of bodybuilding poses, and he looked great. Real good upper body. He beat out 12 competitors to win Class B. And then Cordell Wadley wins Class C over 17 competitors. And Cordell is always a pleasure to watch on stage. He does a little extra posing in between his transitions and does sort of the waiter pose where he puts his hand out a lot. So Cordell is always very entertaining to watch. But the overall this time in the Men's Physique Open went to Sebastian Ova Gan, who was in outstanding condition. So congratulations to him. I think he's taking the rest of the year off, and he's going to come back next year. So he's got a lot of potential. Then moving on to the always competitive Bikini Open, Class A went to Paris Riley. This contest, or this class I should say, was the biggest in the whole night. 25 women in the Bikini Open Class A. Sarah Demarco, who was the novice winner, she was in second place. Ashley Mueller was in third place. Mariela Melendez was in fourth place. And Abby Wilson, who won the novice bikini at the Mid-Florida, she's got a lot of potential also. She was in fifth place. So very, very tough division in the Bikini Open. And the Bikini Open Class B, Crystal Thomas, the Masters winner, came back, and she wins Class B over 14 competitors. And then Cretina Kennard won Class C. And then in the overall, Crystal Thomas wins her second overall of the night, winning the Open Bikini and also the Masters Bikini. So great night for Crystal Thomas. Congratulations to her. And then finally, they finished off with the Men's Bodybuilding Open. The lightweight class went to Thomas Fonseca. The middleweight class went to Robert Fuhrer. And the light heavyweight, definitely the toughest division in the men's bodybuilding, Joel Argon, our Masters bodybuilding winner, was the winner, I think, with straight first. So that just goes to show you how great Joel looked, because this was a very tough division. Michael Elgaway, the over 40 winner, he was in second place. Nestor Ricchio, who I just saw at winning overall at a competition a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, I should say. Nestor was in outstanding condition again. He dropped out. He was in third place. Gary Hughes, the over 50 winner, did outstanding, placing fourth in this class. And then Richard Lacey, another outstanding bodybuilder. I got to give this guy credit. He was in the classic physique where he took second. But Richard was in outstanding condition. His abs, his legs just sliced. Really, really in great condition. I got to give these guys props who show up in outstanding condition. So anyways, 9 competitors in this class. Richard was in fifth place. Congratulations to Joel Argon for winning that class. The heavyweight winner was Ryan Zesloft. And then the super heavyweight went to Dylan Williamson. I think Dylan was over 270 pounds for this contest. He was using it as a warm-up for the North America, which is next weekend, and he's trying to get his pro card. This guy is definitely pro material. He's one of the biggest, thickest bodybuilders you'll see in the area. So Dylan Williamson easily wins the super heavyweights and then wins the overall men's bodybuilding open at the Florida State. So congratulations to him. We wish him the best of luck at the North America next week. He's got a really good shot at getting that pro card. All right, so that was the result of a very, very, very competitive NPC Florida State contest. It was a great show. Great to be a part of it. Like I said, 234 competitors. We're going to take a break to hear from our sponsors, and when we come back, we are going to be joined by our guest, Cassandra Carpenter, a figure pro from Florida area, sponsored by Divine Nutrition, and she is getting ready for the Olympia in only 3 more weeks. We'll be right back with the Florida Physique Report. Stay with us. Divine Nutrition Products believes in supplying the consumer with the highest quality products available. Their natural isolate line of protein is comprised of whey protein isolate made from grass-fed protein, featuring brand new flavors like vanilla peanut butter and pound cake. Divine Nutrition Products is the preferred supplement of rising IFBB Pro Figure champion Sydney Gillen, winner of the 2016 Miami Beach Muscle Pro.
Hey, this is Sydney Gillen, IFBB Figure Pro champion. I love Divine Nutrition products, especially the pound cake as soon as I get that one. But my favorite right now is vanilla peanut butter. It's so delicious.
Visit us at DivineNutritionProducts.com. All right, welcome back to the Florida Physique Report. My guest this week is Cassandra Carpenter, and she is getting ready for the Olympia in only a couple weeks. How you doing, Cassandra?
Great. How are you guys?
Good. Well, thanks for joining us. I know you're sponsored by Divine Nutrition, and they're a big sponsor of ours, so we wanted to give a little shout out to their athletes who are getting ready for the Olympia. So you won the Orlando Europa earlier this year, and that was your first pro win, right, as a pro figure competitor?
Yes, that was my first pro win.
Okay. So
And that was my fourth pro show.
That was your fourth pro show this year?
Yes.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about your career, Cassandra. How did you get your pro card, and how long you've been competing in figure competitions?
I started competing in 2014.
Okay.
I did a show, Sunshine State Classic, here in West Palm Beach.
Okay.
I did fairly well there, so I went ahead and wanted to do a larger show. So I went to Pittsburgh Pro-Am, Jimanian show, and I think that was May of 2014, and I did fairly well there as an amateur. And then I decided to go ahead and go to a national. So I decided to go to junior nationals.
Okay.
I had a very large class there, took fourth at my first national. I then decided, since I was still in shape, I was enjoying it, prep was going great, to go ahead and go to Team U.
Okay.
And I went to Team U, and that's where I went pro.
Okay, great. And then you said you took a little bit of time off then, right after you got your pro card?
Yes, I took a little time off to enjoy everything, to grow, train a little bit harder in the gym. And then I put on the schedule to do the Dallas Europa in 2015 as my pro debut.
Okay.
I was with Plus Nutrition at the time, went out to California, had a little accident on Muscle Beach, and I ruptured my ATF ligament in my ankle.
Wow.
So it put me in a cast for like four months. I still trained. I trained on one leg and I trained all upper body. So once that came off, I decided to go ahead and get ready for my pro debut, and I went ahead and did the Arkansas Pro last year.
Okay. So what happened on Muscle Beach? How did you hurt yourself on Muscle Beach?
We were playing tug of war, and
oh, really?
we had all the pros on our team, and we're super competitive, so it was like the last grab of the rope. We went and pulled, and I heard something pop in my ankle, and I'm like, that's not good. So I continued to pull. Our team won, and then it was downhill from there.
Oh, man. Was this something with the supplement company you're with?
That was when I was with Plus Nutrition.
Okay. And that was like a promotional thing they were doing or something?
Yeah, just a fun team building get together type thing.
Okay. Oh, wow, that sucks. That was a weird injury, huh?
But I wanted to work out at the Mecca so bad, but I got to go and leg was all propped up.
Oh, man, that sucks.
I'll go again next time.
So this year then was this year then your first year competing as a pro in 2016?
Well, last year I competed at the Arkansas Pro, and I did Kentucky.
Okay.
The Kentucky Pro in November, and I took second there.
Okay.
And my first show of this year was the Miami Beach show.
Okay. And you did good there, right? You got second place.
I did there too. Well, yeah.
Yeah. How'd you do last year at your first show?
My first show, I took place 11th.
Okay.
My first show.
So what did you do from last year to this year to go from 11th to second? Did you make any adjustments or?
I'd been just training really hard, really heavy, trying to build my legs back up to where they need to be from after that injury. So
okay.
I just been killing it in the gym.
Did you make any adjustments to your diet or anything? I mean, after taking 11th, did you talk to the judges and find out what you needed to do?
I really didn't talk to anyone in particular. I just kept on going. I've always come really conditioned to the stage. I know my body. I know what works in my diet. So I just with it and just trained a little bit harder.
Okay. So how'd you feel taking second place at the Miami show? That had to be a big boost in confidence, huh?
The show was pretty awesome, and then taking second at the Kentucky show, after, you know, it was a really deep, there's a lot of top quality girls in Kentucky.
Yeah.
And so second there was amazing, and that just gave me the drive to go right into Miami. And
Okay.
taking there for my third pro show, that was just unbelievable. And I just had that fire still inside me. So that's what made me want to go to Orlando.
Yeah.
The Orlando.
What's the mindset like when you go from you know, being an amateur to being a pro? Is it do you feel like this is a whole new thing now, because now, you know, even though you got your pro card, now you're going into the pros and you're going to be facing a lot of really top quality competitors. Did you feel like you could be a champion and win at the pro level right away, or did that take a while to get that feeling, to get that mindset?
Well, you honestly you don't know what your path leads you.
Yeah.
After you go pro, all you could do is just hope for the best and just keep going.
Yeah.
I had the fire still inside me from, you know, turning pro, and then the girls on the pro level, just everybody they're so different. They're all out there to help you and to do whatever they could possibly do to make the experience worthwhile. And you know, just building the friendships and these experiences and these really cool moments, that's really what means the most. I mean, it's just a lot of fun, and it makes, you know, the end of your prep, that finale, you know, going on stage, it just makes, it's the icing on the cake.
Yeah. That's cool that everybody's like that, you know, because you don't know if it's going to be like cutthroat, everybody's out for a win, or it's great that everybody's helping each other.
Right. We all want to win.
Yeah,
but
obviously.
Everybody has their time in their path or journey. That's going to happen. You can't win them all.
Right.
You can't, and you just got to keep going.
Yeah.
And just hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. So now you're going into you went into the Orlando Europa, and that was, I think, like maybe 2 months after the Miami. How did you feel going into that show? Did you feel like you were really in top condition?
I felt my best going into the Orlando Europa to that date, and so I had a different feeling. I just trained really hard. I kept on my diet, and like I made sure my posing. I tightened down my posing. My posing is constantly changing. I have a great posing coach, Kenny Wallace. She's been helping me out a lot.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to show it on the Olympia stage.
Yeah, yeah. So now we're only a few weeks away. What are your feelings now going to the Olympia? Are you pretty excited about that? I mean, obviously this is like the biggest show of the year, biggest show in bodybuilding. So how are your feelings going into that contest?
It's unbelievable. I mean, I just I can't believe it's happening. It's now just like setting in. When I got my agenda last night saying, oh, you know, you're going to be here at this time and this time, and it's really now setting in, and I'm going to feel it's insane. And I'm going to be on that stage with the best in the industry, and it's overwhelming. And it's just to put my foot on that stage, it's like, it's so awesome. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be a great honor for any athlete in the sport to get to that level, you know?
It's amazing.
So how many years you've been weight training? Like what was your original motivation for starting weight training and then eventually getting into competing?
So I have a funny story. So I started lifting and training in the gym 4 years ago. Okay. Before then, I was like 180 pounds. I was a little chunky. It was like the college weight, you know. Yeah. Active through high school. I always played sports. I did a lot of track and field. I jumped. So I let myself go, and I got to the point where I was just tired of, like, what was I doing to myself? So I went ahead and started running, and I ran all my muscle off, ran all the fat off, and I was just really skinny.
Okay.
Well, I met this guy that I'm with now, Bob. He's done everything for me, from diet, training, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I met him at a dog show.
Okay.
And we were showing mutual friends dogs. And so he was just kind of like making fun of, and we had a great time. And so we kind of like hit it off.
Right.
Well, long story short, maybe 6 months go by. I end up moving over here with him in West Palm.
Mm-hmm.
And I was helping him whelp a litter of puppies. And so we just got all these rainstorms here, and we were getting so tired of staying in the house. So he's like, well, let's go to the gym. And I'm like, I have no idea what to do at the gym. He goes, oh, I'll show you. I'm like, okay. So I fell in love with training. My competitiveness came out.
Yeah.
And so I got hooked. And he always had magazines, because he's been in the industry for so long, of like the NPC News and all the fitness oxygen magazines. And
right.
so, I found interest in them. I would read them. And so after a year goes by, I go, I think I want to compete. And that's when it started. And that was in 2014.
Wow. So did you find that your body responded pretty quickly to training?
It did. And I think it definitely responded quickly because of his experience with nutrition,
yeah.
on top of, training a female appropriately with, each body part.
Right.
I wasn't training like a bodybuilder. So when I was at the point where I was, I didn't have to like fix anything that I messed myself up with,
right.
prior to that. So it was, he did a great job.
So right from the beginning, then your training was right on point, and you were doing everything the right way.
Yeah, my form. He was a stickler with my form, and my diet. So.
Yeah. Okay. Was Bob a competitor himself?
No, he never competed. He's just been in the industry for a while.
Okay. Well, that's cool. That's great that you guys hooked up.
Yeah. Dogs.
Yeah, right. The dogs. So how do you feel your condition's going to be going to the Olympia, Cassandra?
I think it's going to be my best.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel pretty good. I'm 3 weeks out, and I'm right on point. So I'm pretty excited. I've actually changed it up a little bit this prep. We started doing sprinting intervals twice a day.
Okay.
Somebody say hi.
Oh, there you go.
He won't be in the lab for long.
We were just talking about him.
She's one of the babies that came from California.
Okay.
So yeah, I started doing sprinting intervals twice a day, in the morning and at night, and that's something that I have never have really had to do much throughout my preps.
Okay.
But I just like my body's responding a lot tighter.
Okay. And how do you feel going into such a big show? Are you like really ready to show your stuff, or are you a little nervous, or how do you feel?
I'm kind of like in between. I'm nervous and excited. There's all these different emotions. I'm just ready to experience it all.
Yeah, yeah.
And just, take it one step at a time. Meet everybody, and then, hit that stage.
Yeah. When you look at your physique and you assess your physique, what do you think your strong points are compared to the rest of the competitive field?
I think definitely my backside, my V-taper.
Okay.
I think that's one of my strongest aspects, going down into the glutes and my sweep.
Yeah. And also, I think your structure too, because you're pretty tall, right? And you're sort of wide on top, so that's got to help you out, right?
Right. I'm 5'9"3/4", so always the taller ones on stage.
Right. Yeah. And I think that makes a big difference, when you're looking at the lineup. If someone's in shape like you are, and you got good symmetry and good shape with your structure, I think that can make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, after the Olympia, are you going to do any more this year, or are you going to shut it down until the next year?
That I don't know, because it just depends on the shows and my dog show schedule because I am a pro dog handler. It picks up during the winter here in Florida. So I'll go and travel nonstop. So it just depends. There's a few shows here in Florida that I wouldn't mind doing if the time is right. I just, like, I have a lot of clients that want their dogs shown, so I can't, pass them up.
Okay.
So just to make sure everything's balanced.
So how does that work? You handle other people's dogs for shows and stuff, for dog shows?
Yes, I do. So, like, all the shows that you see on TV, Westminster, where people are running a ring, they pay me to do that with their dogs.
Oh, okay. So you're the one that runs the dogs?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I transport them to the shows. I take care of them throughout the entire, show. And I make sure that they're handled to the best that they are possibly presented. It's kind of very similar to bodybuilding. In terms of symmetry, balance, movement, just like bodybuilding.
That's interesting. So how long before a show do you have to work with a dog?
I like to have, like, my dogs at least 2 weeks prior.
Okay.
Just so that they learn the routine and they get used to me, the other dogs. Been handling and showing dogs since I was 6, so a long time. My grandmother bred and showed dogs for a long time, and she's the AKC judge too. So like, kind of grandfathered in it.
Yeah. That's interesting. Okay.
I was a vet tech for a while too. I went to school for it, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I worked as a specialist, and I did a lot of surgeries and orthopedics.
Okay.
I found bodybuilding and showing dogs was a little bit less stressful.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. All right. Well, Cassandra, we wish you the best of luck at the Olympia this year. I know you're excited for going, your very first one. And we hope you do really well for the state of Florida and bring it home and hopefully make that top call out,
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you for doing this with all the athletes. I mean, it brings huge awareness, and it's much appreciated. I also want to Lou at Divine Nutrition. I'm actually going to start showing his dog, hopefully in November, December.
Oh, really? No kidding. That's cool.
Thanks, Lou, for everything. He's always, been a huge supporter of mine. I truly appreciate him.
Yeah.
Kenny Wallace, my posing coach, he's awesome. CJ with CJ's elite suits. She does all my suit.
Right.
So thankful for my team. And then Candace Keene, she's also one of my big, sidekicks. She's helped me and mentored me throughout the entire time.
Okay.
And then Bob Autos.
Yeah. Candace is a good coach, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Cassandra, well, we'll be watching from Florida to see how you do in Vegas, and we wish you the best of luck. And like I said, I hope you do really well, and we wish you the best in your career as you go forward.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thanks for joining us on the Florida Physique Report.
Thank you. Take care.
All right. Good luck.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Thank you for joining us for another edition of the Florida Physique Report. I want to thank Cassandra Carpenter for joining us on the show for their interviews. And we will be back next week with results from the NPC Treasure Coast Championships, which is taking place this weekend in Port St. Lucie, and also the IFBB Naples Pro and the NPC Greater Naples Classic, which is taking place also this weekend out at the Naples Ritz-Carlton in Naples, Florida. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you guys next week on the Florida Physique Report.